MS Ramaiah University of Applied Sciences.
Hi students, title of the experiment is to develop frequency modulation circuit using IC8038. Aim of the experiment is to develop a frequency modulation circuit using waveform generator IC8038. Frequency modulation is that form of angle modulation in which the instantaneous frequency is varied linearly with a message signal. The IC8038 waveform generator is a monolithic integrated circuit capable of producing high accuracy sine, square, triangular, sawtooth and pulse waveforms with a minimum number of external components. Using IC8038, a frequency modulator can be developed. The circuit diagram for amplitude modulator is shown here. Design of the circuit. Let R is equal to RA is equal to RB. Let F is equal to 33 kHz. The design equation is F is equal to 3 into 2 into RA minus RB by 10 into RA into C. Substituting for R and C in above equation, we get F is equal to 0.3 by R into C. Let R is equal to 10 kilo-ohms. To obtain C is equal to 0.001 microfarad. The apparatus required for this experiment are IC8038, resistors, capacitor, CRO, function generator and regulated power supply. Procedure. Rig up the circuit as shown in figure 1. Apply plus 12 minus 12 volts from the supply. Observe the sinusoidal waveform at pin 2. It should be same as designed carrier frequency. Switch on signal generator and apply the signal amplitude of 8 volts peak to peak and frequency of 5 kHz, that is FM. Observe the output between pin 2 and ground. Sketch the waveforms. Show the graph of message carrier and modulation signal. To calculate modulation index beta, proceed as follows. Find frequency deviation delta F is equal to F max minus F min the whole divided by 2. For FM is equal to 5 kHz, find beta is equal to delta F by FM. Transmission bandwidth is given as 2 into delta F plus FM. The model waveforms are shown here, which can be observed to be similar to those obtained in the experiment.
Hi students, the name of the experiment is Develop a Frequency Modulation System. In this experiment, we are going to develop a frequency modulation system using IC8038. The apparatus required for this experiment are function generator. It has 2 channels. The display can show at a time either this channel or this channel. It can generate sine wave, square wave and so many other waveforms. This is the switch on switch off button and the display values can be entered using this keypad. This knob can be used to turn wherever the numbers are needed. Channel 1 output is from here, channel 2 output is from here. DC power supply. This is DC regulated power supply. This is the switch on switch off button. It has 2 sources. This is source 1, this is source 2. This is negative, positive. This is negative, positive. These 2 are controls for voltage. This is current control. Same thing exists in the second system also. By adjusting this one, we can adjust voltage in a coarse manner and this is used for fine control. Current should always be in the maximum. In this experiment, we will use both the sources for the experiment. CRO. In this CRO, we have 2 channels. These controls are for channel 1. These controls are for channel 2. Channel 1, we have to provide input through this Channel 2 input should be provided through this. These two are used for position control, and even this one can be used for position control. This is time scale. These are voltage scales. This is the on and off button for the CRO. Capacitors. These are the two capacitors used in this experiment. This is 1 nanofarad capacitor. This is 1000 nanofarad capacitor. This capacitor doesn't have polarity in it. However, in this one, the longer leg is the positive terminal, the shorter leg is the negative terminal. Resistors. This is 82 kilo ohm resistor. These are 10 kilo ohm resistors. This is 22 kilo ohm resistor. This is 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. And IC 8038, it has 14 pins. To identify the pin numbers, put the notch to your left hand side, count from the down from 1, 2 and so on till 7. This is 8th pin. Continue, and this last one will be the 14th pin. Breadboard. It has, in this column all the dots are connected to 1. Every column all the dots represent only one node. Here all these things starting from this edge to this edge, this full is one node. Like that we have on the top 2 nodes and bottom we have 2 nodes. Other than these 4 common nodes, we have every 5 dots representing one node. Function generator and CRO probes. These are the probes used to connect function generator. These are the probes used to connect CRO. Connecting wires. Based on the circuit diagram, we use these wires. Now, let us start the connections based on the circuit diagram. First, take a breadboard. Take IC 8038, connect it such that this notch is to your left side and this bottom row is on the bottom side of the breadboard, and the top row is at the top row of the breadboard. Now take one wire, so pin 7 wire to pin 8. Pin 7 to pin 8. Now take 82 kilo ohm resistor and connect it from pin number 12. Pin and put it to the negative power supply. So we will use this one for our negative power supply. Next, take 1 nanofarad capacitor and connect it from pin number 10. To negative power supply. So pin number 10 to negative power supply, we have 1 nanofarad capacitor. Pin number 12 to negative power supply, we have 82 kilo ohm resistor. Take a wire and connect it from negative power supply to pin number 11 directly. Next, take 10 kilo ohm resistor, connect from 4th pin to positive power supply. Next, take one more 10 kilo ohm resistor, connect from 5th pin to positive power supply. So this line we will be using for positive power supply. Next, take a wire, connect from pin number 6. Connect from pin number 6 to positive power supply. So this is positive power supply. Pin number 6 to positive power supply. Next, take another 10 kilo ohm resistor, connect from the positive power supply. So this is positive power supply. We should connect to pin number 9. So I will use here positive power supply to pin number 9. Positive power supply to pin number 9. Next, take 1000 nanofarad capacitor, put in a nearby node, negative terminal this side, positive terminal this side. Connect using a wire, connect from this side of the capacitor, that is positive of the capacitor, to pin number 8. So capacitor to pin number 8. Now take 4.7 kilo ohm resistor and connect from this capacitor to positive power supply. So this is 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. Next take 22 kilo ohm resistor, connect from the capacitor again to a nearby node, and this node we will use for grounding. Now we will connect the power supply. So take a wire, connect from negative of this side power supply ground. Take another wire, connect from positive of this power supply and put it to positive supply. So this is our positive power supply. Positive of the power supply to positive of the power supply here. Next take one more wire. We will use this as negative power supply. So connect from this side and use this as your ground. So this is the ground and this is negative power supply's ground. Take another wire, connect it from this side power supply and use it as your negative power supply. So this is our negative power supply line, this is our positive power supply line, and this is the ground. Now take one more wire and leave it in the ground. Leave it in the ground. Use it for connecting the probes from function generator and CRO. Next take one more wire. Connect it to this capacitor, negative edge of the capacitor, and leave it so that we can connect our function generator to provide input to the circuit. Take one more wire, connect it to pin number 2 of the IC. So pin number 2 of the IC and leave it so that we can check the output from our circuit. Now take a CRO probe and function generator probe. We will connect them to the circuit. So start by taking a function generator probe. Connect one edge to the function generator. The other edge give to the input capacitor wire and the other one give it to the ground. Now take a CRO probe. So connect one edge of this CRO probe to channel 1 of CRO and the other edge give the ground pin to the ground and this one put it to the input so that we can check input in our CRO. Take one more CRO probe, connect it to the second channel and the other side give the ground pin to ground and the other one give it to output wire. Remember that this wire which is output at pin number 2 can also be monitored for checking the output at pin 3 and pin number 9. This completes the connection of the circuit. Now that we completed connections, we will verify our output by giving a suitable input. So before checking the output, first of all, switch on the function generator. So provide in the channel 1 frequency of 2 kHz and amplitude 2 volts peak to peak and select sine wave. However, do not switch on this. Now switch on the CRO. Meanwhile, switch on the DC power supply, but make sure the voltage knobs are minimum and current knobs are maximum. Then switch on the power supply. Increase this voltage to 12. So increase to 3, this also first to 3. Then increase this to 6. Then this also to 6. This one 10, 10, again now slowly go to 12, now change this also to 12. So this is negative power supply and this is positive power supply. Check the CRO for pin number 2. Now check the output. Press auto set. So this signal is available at pin 2. You can observe that this is a sinusoidal signal. If you connect this pin 2 to pin 3, you should observe a triangle wave. So I am removing this pin 2. It's connected to pin 3 now. Check the CRO. The waveform is a triangular one. Same way, if you connect this pin 3, remove it and put it in pin number 9. You can observe that in the CRO, again after pressing auto set, you can check that there is a square wave. So after monitoring these 3 pins, you can understand that the IC is healthy. Now we will start our experiment. So remove this pin number 9, connect it back to pin number 2. check your waveform, it should be a sine wave. After pressing auto set, you can observe that this is a sine wave. Now, give your message input from the function generator. Now switch on this button so that input will go to your circuit. Now input has reached the circuit, we will check the corresponding output. So check the CRO, press an auto set. You can zoom or unzoom if necessary. So you can zoom or unzoom. Now press run stop. Again adjust the scale, time scale. You can see that these cycles of the sine wave are very close to each other. However, these are far away from each other. So the frequency here is much higher than the frequency here. You can measure minimum frequency, maximum frequency, and you can calculate the frequency deviation and transmission bandwidth if necessary. So this shows that input is a sine wave, that is the message which we have given. Message what we have given is 2 kilohertz, and the output of the IC is a modulated signal, which is frequency modulated signal. If you adjust the scale, you can see it more clearly. This is low frequency, high frequency, again low and high. So this completes frequency modulation experiment.
At MSR UAS, we spark your imagination unlike any other.